When it comes to selling digital downloads through WordPress, as I mentioned, one of the options is to use a dedicated digital downloads plugin. And I'm going to take a look at the one that I consider to be the best and the most powerful, and that's called Easy Digital Downloads. So let's go and add it right now to our plugin list here. Easy Digital Downloads, there we go. And it'll come up here. You're looking for the one by Pippin Williamson here. Install now. And now it's going to come up for us for activation. Let's activate it here. And it takes us right over there. Now you'll notice right off the bat, it creates a section here on your sidebar. And you can see it's pretty comprehensive. There's a lot to it. Let's go to our settings first of all. Okay, and you're going to get an interesting message here. It says the payment history needs updated. Well, aside from the grammar of it, we won't worry about that. But it's a very odd sort of message, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I haven't had any payments, so there's no history. What's going on here? And it doesn't really explain what's going on. And upgrade, well, I just installed it, so what does upgrade mean? I find it a very confusing message. Let's go over to payment history, because that seems to be the culprit here. And, well, yes, we have no payments yet. And it says click to upgrade, so let's upgrade. I don't know what that means. And apparently we're okay. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you just have to be aware of it and not worry about it because apparently it solves itself. All right, let's go back over to settings here and take a quick peek because there are some important things you need to set up. First of all, there's test mode here. We won't worry about that because we don't have a sandbox account with PayPal, which you would need in order to test it. But checkout page, let's look at that. Now, this is where you would decide which page you'll use for this. Now, it turns out, if we go over to here, some pages have been created for us. There you can see 2 minutes ago, purchase confirmation, purchase history, and checkout have all been created for us. And in fact, if you look in them, you'll see they've got some shortcodes already installed. So that's kind of handy. It's all ready for us. Okay, so when I go back over here to settings and it says checkout page, what is a little bit odd is that these aren't automatically chosen for you. Now, the pages were created automatically, but the drop-down isn't automatically chosen for you. And that can be a bit confusing because if you didn't know those pages were created, you would drop this down and, oh, okay, there's checkout. Where'd that come from? All right, so they could have pre-populated this, I would have thought. But anyway. Let's go here and we're going to choose checkout for our checkout page. Success page. Now, this one may be less obvious, but we want purchase confirmation in here. Now, download link on success page. This is very, very important because if you don't check this off, there won't be a download link. Now, one of the most important things that this plugin's doing for us is providing a secure temporary download link. Okay, so you would think this would be automatically what's going to show up for us, but it doesn't unless you check this off. Now, you might say to yourself, well, but it'll show up in an email, right? In fact, it doesn't automatically show up in an email. In fact, if we go over to emails here, there's absolutely no automatic email coming up. So you need to fill out your email, and you'll see down below here, one of the items you can insert here, they're template tags you can insert, is download list. If you don't put that in the email, again, there won't be any place for people to link to. So you just have to be aware that out of the box, this doesn't automatically give a download link to anybody if they're going to make a purchase. Either way, I think it would have been helpful to have that automatically set up. But if it's not, you just have to remember to do it, okay? So show a list of all download links on success page. Yes, definitely. I got to go back. I never saved any of this. Checkout. Okay, I'm going to have it in US dollars here. I can choose a number of different ones. Currency position, fine. Okay, we'll save changes. All right. Payment gateways, that's the other one we've got to set up here. And in this case, we're going to use PayPal. Now, the icons, they don't automatically show up, so you have to check those off. You don't have to have all of them if you don't want. I want all of them plus PayPal. Let's put in my email address here for PayPal account. Now this one I'm not totally clear on exactly how it works, even after I've tried it out. If payments are not getting marked as complete, then check this box. This requires the buyer return to your site from PayPal. Well, I don't quite understand because we want the buyers to return to our site after PayPal, so I'm not quite sure what that means. If they're not getting completed, it says here check this box, which is disabling PayPal IPN verification. Now, of course, this is assuming you've got IPN verification turned on, which it doesn't really instruct you on any of that. We're going to leave these for the moment. I'm assuming what this means is if you're finding in your payment history here that payments are not getting marked as complete, you might have to try one of these two boxes to fix the problem. So yeah, it's a bit awkward, I think, the description here of what's going on. Anyway, let's save changes. And at this point, we've got everything basic set up for us here. Oh, we should do the emails just to be on the safe side here. And who they're coming from. So this is from Dish Belief. And this is the email to send purchase receipts from. I'll just say it's George at chowto.com. There we go. And then the subject mail, thanks for your purchase. And in here, I need to put in my download. I'm just going to do that because that's the main thing right now. Okay, let's do that. We will save changes. Okay, we're good to go. Styles and things you don't have to worry about too much right here. This is kind of a default thing that sets up the styling for buttons. Miscellaneous over here. There's some various things here. You could disable guest checkout. For the most part, you're going to want guest checkout. You don't want people to have to, especially if you're only selling one item, you don't want them to have to be a customer and log in and all of that. Download link expiration. How quickly do you want the link to disappear? The default is 24 hours. Okay, so you don't have to fill this in. But if you want it to be less than or more than 24 hours, usually a day is a good idea. People don't check their email all the time and so forth. Or if you don't have it going to the download page, they've got to check their email, that sort of thing. Disable re-download. That's a good idea if you only want people to be able to quickly download it once but never be able to access it again, even from their payment history. Even if they're a customer and they log in and in their payment history, you could allow them to keep downloading the item. And terms of agreement, that's, if you want to have a terms of agreement thing before they check out, that's fine. All right, disabling Ajax on the shopping cart, but you'll see the Ajax is really nice. It really works well. Okay, let's go in another video and take a look at how this all plays out on the website itself.